Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a pick a card reading. And so this reading is called The Harsh Truth. And so, really anything can come through this reading today. This is going to be about a connection that you feel with another person. And you're just at this point where you're just like, am I just crazy? Is this something I just need to let go of? Is there any potential here? What's the situation? Am I totally deluded? So this might bring forth some harsh truths. So if this type of a reading might be triggering to you, it may not be the best reading to watch. But the thing is, there is no guarantee that the reading is going to come out that way. So just, pick with caution or just don't watch it at all. It's totally fine. But we've got these 3 stars here for you guys to choose from. These stars are created by Wing and Bell. So I'll put them down below. But we've got this star here for number 1. This one for number 2, and this one for number 3. So I'll put the timestamps in the description box below. The 2 decks that I'm going to be using here, we've got the Claire's story cards. I'll put a link to where you guys can get these. She creates decks 1 and 2. So I just combine them to make one gigantic deck. And then I've got the Art of Love Tarot by Denise Jarvie, and the artwork is by Tony Carmine Salerno. So I'll put those down below as well. So let's get started, you guys. Okay, so if you guys chose number 1 or this black star, let's go ahead and get started on the messages that you need to know in regards to your connection, the ugly truth. Doesn't mean it'll be ugly, but we'll just see. Whatever you need to know about this connection is what will come through. Okay, first thing that Spirit wants to bring forth. Topic, we have soulmate. Okay, so immediately Spirit is saying that there is some sort of a soul connection here. So if you've been thinking to yourself, are you just crazy? Is this person just, it's not about labeling either, but there is a soul connection that you feel with this individual. So let's get a tarot card here to see what goes with it. Soulmate energy, a connection. People are connected on a soul level. Even if they're not together, there might be some sort of communication that's taking place in the higher realms, intuitively. The Magician. So somebody is conjuring up or creating some sort of, or manifesting some sort of a communication is what I'm seeing. For sure. I got a lot of blue here. A lot of blue energy to me is about communication. It's about the throat chakra. So even if you're in some sort of separation with somebody, I'm getting that the message, any kind of energetic impulses that you're feeling is energy coming from this soul partnership. I'm also getting that you can send impulses and energy to this individual. So you're not crazy. So if this isn't resonating with you, this just means that maybe this choice isn't for you, but some of you guys are in separation with somebody and you guys are picking up on their energy and they're picking up on yours. So you're not crazy. You might be feeling like, oh my God, I'm suddenly feeling a certain way. That might be your partner's energy. It might not even be yours. So there's an energetic exchange happening with this individual. We have excesses. Excesses. Okay, let's see. Excesses. What does this have to do with? Okay, something that's overwhelming. So something in excess. Okay, what I'm getting here is that some of you might be thinking about or dealing with this person in excess, meaning that you might really be kind of overwhelmed with their energy. You might be just tapping into this energy more than you should be is what I'm seeing here. So I feel like there is a separation for you and this individual, and that because of the separation, you're tapping into this energy on just on an unhealthy scale. It's in excess is what it is. And so it might be taking kind of over your life. It might be taking a toll on you. It might be keeping you or causing you from being able to perhaps move forward in other directions, maybe with other partnerships or dating at this particular time. So I feel like the message here for you is that no, you're not crazy. There's definitely a connection. There's definitely energy being exchanged between you and this individual. But the thing is, because it's so energetic, you might be really relying heavily on the energy and really tapping into it more than is is good for you at this point, because it might be now preventing you from being able to move forward. The Nine of Wands is also an energy of keeping other people out, keeping other people at bay. So again, this connection that you have with this individual in an energetic space might be actually now creating more of a blockage in your physical space from new people entering into your life. That's just what I'm seeing here. So that's kind of like a harsh truth for some of you. Yeah, we have time. Again, it's kind of like the grains of sand. The time is just slipping by. It might be that this has been going on for a long period of time. It might also be that how much more time can you spend in this energy? It's time to get out and start living again. It's time for you to perhaps partake in real situations rather than just energetic situations. So we did call this reading the harsh truth. So that might be a harsh reality that some of you are needing to face at this time. Yeah, the Knight of Angels here. So this right here is somebody that we're thinking about. We're watching, okay? We're watching somebody that we're thinking about. We're just watching. Again, this is not really action here. It's not really an action-oriented energy. To me, I just feel like what the message here for those of you that chose number 1 is that the more that you just basically tap into this person's energy and you're just kind of caught up in that world of energy and dreams, connecting with them in that way, this right here, and you're excessively spending time watching them and just waiting for them, the more that your energy is just basically focused just there and you're never able to transition into real current reality and time. You're literally at this point just watching the time just continue to tick. There's nothing really happening here. It doesn't mean it will never happen. So I feel like the message for you guys is a harsh truth, which is it's time to stop wasting so much time on this and get amongst the living. Get amongst what's happening in your real world with the people that are physically in your lives. We can't keep putting up this wall to other experiences that maybe we're supposed to partake in as a part of our healing or as a part of our growth. We can't just spend all of our time here. I mean, we can, but you're going to see how the time just continues to tick, 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 tick. The grains of time are just going to continue to drop. And one day you might look up and realize that you've wasted years on an energetic connection that maybe isn't developing or happening or going anywhere in the physical realm. So I know that was harsh truth, you guys, but that's what I'm getting for number 1. Okay? So if you didn't resonate with it or maybe didn't like it, you guys can always choose a different star. All right, you guys, so if you chose number 2 or this star here, let's go ahead and get your harsh truth message about your connection. Okay, so what does Spirit want you to know in regards to a harsh truth about your connection? We have independence, okay? So there's an energy here of independence. That is key here is what I'm seeing. Wow, Knight of Trees, the custodian of our own life, the custodian of our own experiences. So this is definitely a double confirmation of independence. Now, this might be you, as in this is key. You might be looking for someone to complete you. You might be looking for someone and really wanting to connect with them on a romantic or an energetic level. And it might just be that somebody's very much to themselves. It might be that it's a time for healing as well. It's a time for people to be on their own. And we might be really wanting to connect with this individual. We might be really wanting to, move forward with a connection, but something is just not happening, and it's not happening for a reason. But I feel like the message overall here is that we are the key to our happiness. We are the custodian of our own experiences, of our own happiness. It comes from within. We're not really going to, we could find things outside of ourselves that make us happy, but it's not really going to provide for us that lasting happiness. Okay? So that's what the message is. Number 2, we have jealousy. Interesting. So there could be a third-party situation for some of you, okay? Could be 2 feminines and a masculine, but it doesn't have to be. It can be two masculine energies and 1 feminine. It just depends on, what your situation is. But we have an energy here of jealousy. So we might be looking at someone else and just feeling really envious about what they have, really looking at something for some reason. So let's go ahead and get the message that goes with this. Okay, these 3 wanted to pop out. I don't know why, so I'm going to take it. Wow. Okay. There's some heavy energy that's coming through for number 2. We have 5 of hearts, 5 of cups. This is a sad situation. We also have the devil's energy, codependence, obsession, and feeling stuck and confused by the whole damn thing. 8 of swords. Okay, so this is the energy here. We have sorrow, we have fear, we have confusion, and we have jealousy. Like, there's a lot of things that are causing us to really have to face our shadow. So I feel like the message for some of you guys is that all of these triggers that have come up in you from dealing with this individual are absolutely key and necessary for your own healing. This person was meant to trigger you, or perhaps you are meant to trigger them. You're supposed to be confused about this connection. You're supposed to feel fear. You're supposed to feel jealous. You're supposed to feel sorrow. You're supposed to go through all of these energies. Why? Because it's a part of your shadow work. That's why. This person brings out the absolute worst in you, but they also bring out the best in you. So this is about finding balance within yourself, within this connection. So there's something higher here. There's something more than just you want to come together with this person and live happily ever after. There's more to it. There's more to this connection than just that. There is something to learn on a deep soul level. This person may have been designed for you in order to learn something very valuable about yourself. That's what I'm seeing here. So you do have the option, of course, to stay stuck to all of this energy, or to choose your own independence and success, and to choose peace, and to grow from this and heal from this. So the choice is yours, is what I'm seeing here. You can either connect with it in a low vibrational way, or you can connect with it in a high vibrational way. The choice is yours. Interesting message. All right. And we have temperament. Interesting. So, this is a new deck for me, and so I haven't really had a chance to go through each and every card, but I think it's really interesting. Yeah, I'm not really seeing any other cards that look like this, even though there might be some, but I'm just doing a quick little skim. I feel like this... Oh, yeah, we do have a couple of different ones. Oh, okay. Oh, I see what's happening here. I see. This is fire. This is fiery energy here, and this is an air energy, I believe. Yeah. Okay. So she's got the elements, 2 different characters in this deck. I like that. So there's a masculine and a feminine here. That's what I'm seeing here. It's a masculine and feminine. So they're in different temperaments right now. They're in different energies, different modes at this particular time. I feel like for the feminine, if you're watching this video, I feel like it might be a time for you to really, really learn, really educate yourself, really fine tune some sort of belief systems that you're having. And this particular person is in their energy here, perhaps of temperament. Really, really needing to figure out who they are and how they behave and what they project or what they exude, outside of themselves to other people, the image, who they are. So I feel like 2 people are learning about themselves. 2 people are learning by trial and error off of this connection and the mistakes that have been made, the pain that they've either caused or have felt due to this connection. Both of you guys shadow a trigger within each other. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's coming out again. It's coming out how important this connection is. So it's an important connection in your life and in their life, and we can stay attached to it in a negative way, or we can be blessed by this connection. We can learn from it. We can grow from it. It's beautiful. Oh, The Death card. Oh, wow. The Death energy. This is a Scorpio energy here. There's also other energies here. We have Capricorn. We've got fire. We've got air. We got everything. Okay. We got everything. The metamorphosis, the release, death, rebirth, transformation. I am telling you here, this connection is transformative. It's tough though, not gonna lie. You may have been very, very hurt by this person or vice versa. But again, this person is key. They're key to your healing. We have this woman here. See that heart on that chain? It's got a little keyhole. Yeah. The way that you think is key to your healing when it comes to the situation, when it comes to unlocking something significant within you. It's almost like this person is a part of the key back to yourself, giving you the key back to the kingdom of yourself. That's what I'm getting. This person helps to release you in this life, and you for them as well. So you guys are the key to each other's healing here. So it's so much more than just romance. It's so much more than just being together and living happily ever after. So that's the thing. So this is the harsh truth. The harsh truth might be that this person and you were designed in order to trigger one another and to experience a lot of tough times in order to truly release and transition and to grow and to heal and to transform in this life. So the harsh truth may be that this is what it is. Now, after this happens, perhaps, the more that you guys release, the more that you heal, something else may come about. Something else may be revealed. These two people may be ready perhaps to come back together. Maybe not. All I know is that this harsh truth is that this is a triggering connection that helps people to release and heal. So do you see how we didn't have a lot of fairy tale? We didn't have a lot of love and romance. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist with this connection. But that's the harsh truth right now, that this is what it is. And you got to be okay with it. And the more that you embrace this and see it as a blessing rather than a curse, the more blessings that you're going to experience with this connection and also with yourself. And possibly this person's going to experience blessings when it comes to your energy that they're connected to as well. Wow. Let me just make sure that my battery isn't going to die here. Hold on for a second. Okay, yeah, it is going to die. Hold on for a second. Thought I plugged it in. There we go. Okay. All right. So anyways, you guys, that was number 2. That was the harsh truth of number 2. I don't really feel like it was too much of a harsh truth. It might have been that it felt harsh because maybe you were wanting perhaps cards that were going to say you guys are coming back together, this connection is destined for union, or whatever. That might be the harsh truth. But the harsh truth right here is that this is a very important connection of this lifetime for you. It's very sacred, and so it's about honoring it. That's what I'm seeing here. It's about honoring it rather than being confused and being lost and staying attached to it or obsessed with it in a lower vibrational way, such as the devil's energy. Okay? The more that you need this, the more that you stay attached to it and obsess and desire and just need this person in your life physically, the more that you lose track of what you actually came here to do as an individual. That's what I'm saying. All right, you guys. If you didn't resonate with that, you guys can choose 1 or 3. All right, last message, you guys. This is for those of you that chose this star or number 3. Let's go ahead and get some messages. The harsh truth for your connection. Ooh, we have karma. Okay. Okay, so the harsh truth of this connection, we have karma. Okay, so that just means here we've got to be flexible. 2 of trees, two of trees is 2 of pentacles. It might be that, we're kind of going back and forth. We're going back and forth, maybe trying to put a label on this connection. What I'm getting here is be flexible. The label doesn't matter. The label does not matter at all. You feel a connection with this person, that's what you should focus on. But there's karma here. There's definitely an energy here where people are learning perhaps something. We got to be flexible with another person as they continue to learn and prosper and grow. And maybe they're in karmic cycles or karmic relationships. We got to be flexible. It doesn't mean that we have to stand by and just kind of wait. No. Unless that's what you feel guided to do. But it is about you being a little bit more flexible with the lessons that they need to learn. Sometimes if you give people enough rope, they'll hang themselves. And I feel like that's why that image looks like that. You give somebody enough rope, they will hang themselves. So it's about letting go, you guys, rather than going back and forth or trying to control a situation or trying to, just do something to get something, rather than trying to control something. That's just what the message is. Just let go. Give this person the freedom that they need and the flexibility that they need to hang themselves. And I don't mean that literally. That's just a metaphor. They've got to make their own mistakes. So even if you already know the way that something's going to turn out, you already know that this person is probably making the wrong move. Is it really wrong? Or is it just right for them to learn the lesson that they need to learn? And when it comes down to it, we're not in control of another person's karma, fate, or destiny. So allow them the room and the flexibility and the freedom that they need to learn their karmic lessons. That is the harsh truth. And you may not want that. You may not feel like you can do it. You may not feel like that you have to let this person do something that they need to do. But the harsh truth is you do. That's the harsh truth here. We have Mary. Interesting. Wow. Whoa. Okay, so this is going to be specific for some of you where your person has either just married somebody else or they just had a baby. Or they're married and they are having a baby or something like that. There's some kind of energy here. It doesn't necessarily mean they have to be married, but they're with someone else. And again, this is not you enabling them to go back and forth and juggle you and the other person. It's not. That's not what you're supposed to be flexible about. You are allowing this person the space and the time that they need to be in this situation to learn what they need to learn. It is not up to you to decide when the lesson stops. They have to figure it out for themselves. And that is the harsh truth. Oh, see, you've got to give them the choices. You have to give them the freedom to choose. If they are choosing to be with someone else and not you, the harsh truth is that you have to let them do it. You have to let them go. If they come back, that's a different story. You'll cross that bridge when you get there, but you're not going to put your life on hold waiting for this person to figure it out. That's what it is. So the Seven of Hearts, Seven of Cups is a card of kind of being stuck in la la land, fantasy land. Maybe you're dreaming perhaps that you and this person will come together and get married and have a baby. Maybe. And it doesn't mean that that can't happen. But the thing is, if you're putting your life on hold and you're waiting for this dream to come about and you're being inflexible with the rest of your life and you're not really living, we have to allow people the space and the time and the freedom to make the choices that they need to make when it comes to their own karma and when it comes to their own learning. And it goes for us as well. It applies to us as well. Last message. Wow, within 6 months, you guys. So there's something that's happening within 6 months. Visions. Okay, so this is the thing. The Three of Stars is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is an energy where we put something out within 6 months. I feel like for you guys, within 6 months, that's the time frame. You're putting a time limit on it. 6 months. This is significant for those of you that are in a situation where your partner or the person that you love or the person that you're waiting on is with somebody else. Within 6 months, if they haven't made a decision, you're done. That's what I'm getting here. You've given them the choice. You've given them the freedom. You've allowed them the time that they need to make a decision. Yes, we do need to allow people the time to make decisions. But again, we do have our limits and we do have to set boundaries. And there's a fine line between enabling and just, laying down a law and laying down boundaries for ourselves. So within 6 months' time, either someone's going to come back or they're not. And that's going to be your sign. Or within 6 months, they are going to come back. What you envisioned is something that's going to happen. It's going to come back. What you've invested in is going to return. So I feel like the harsh truth is that you have to let somebody go and experience their life and do something that they need to do or something that they're caught up in. And within 6 months, it's going to be very telling on whether or not this is something that you're going to continue to hold on to or something that's going to work out. You're going to know within 6 months is what I'm seeing here if you chose number 3. So anyways, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed those readings and I hope it gave you some clarity. All right, take care. Bye-bye.